Okay, good to get a win there. Good to close it out in that game. I know sloppy at times on all sides, but good to come away with a victory. Defensively, holding them to 10 points. I thought they were particularly great after two turnovers. That they stood up and did a great job, held them to 77 yards passing. Had a couple takeaways offensively. Nick did a great job there, especially late, 130 yards rushing, and then anytime you rush for 186, it's Nick's a great player, but the offensive line, the tight ends, the fullback, the receivers, the quarterback, number one, getting us into all those runs, then booting away. I mean, it just takes all those guys. So I was really pleased with that. With that, I will take any questions.
Kevin, Baker was really limping around in the fourth quarter from our vantage point. Was there any consideration to go in with Case with his injury situation?
Yeah, he was cleared to go in there. I think you guys know he's toughing it out, and he's battling.
How much say does Baker have in that, or is that your call when that decision comes up?
Well, I think ultimately we organizationally try to make the best decision we can with all the information we have available to us with all of our guys, and certainly with each player, you talk to them as well and see where they are.
Kevin, that 3rd and 3 on that drive, did you think about throwing the ball, or were you thinking Nick all the way there?
Yeah, with all those decisions, Jeff, you talk about a lot of things. You talk about different plays, different run schemes, different pass schemes. That just felt like the right scheme based on how they were playing us on defense.
Kevin, is Jarvis's knee thing, is it new or is it just the same one?
I think it's probably the same one, but I don't know what we'll find out tomorrow, what that means.
What can you say about him going back in the game? It looked like he had a big lead block on one of Nick's runs there.
Yeah, that's what with Jarvis, he's banged up. Then he wants to go back in there, wants to fight. Had just a great play for a touchdown early. Exactly how we drew it up. Just kidding. But made a great play.
Kevin, you've talked so much about the penalties recently. To have 10 again today for the second time in 3 weeks, just the frustrations of that hasn't really come along.
Yeah, very frustrated. It's not good. It hurts you as a team. The pre-snap penalties where we're jumping off sides are unacceptable, and we have to get it cleaned up, and we will. But the players know it's just unacceptable, and on the offensive side of the ball as well. And I'll look at some of the other ones that were called. I didn't think, we'll see on the other ones, but we got to play clean football, and we did not at times today.
Those ones that are more of like the discipline ones that you talk about, like the pre-snap ones. I mean, I know Joel talked about some of the things you guys are doing in practice to eliminate some of those. I guess when you're watching it in real time, like what's your explanation, I guess, right now those are happening?
Yeah, Ashley, I don't know if I have a great explanation. I'm as frustrated as anybody, and it's something that we have to get fixed.
Kevin, you said after the Steelers win, you hold a team to 15, you should win a lot of games. Conversely, you guys have only scored more than 17 once since October 10th. How do you jumpstart this offense going into the stretch here?
Yeah, we have to score more points. Obviously, we have to find ways to be explosive in the run and the pass. We have to stay on the field on 3rd down to give ourselves another set of downs, and then we got to score when we get in the red zone. But I think it's a combination of things, Jake. But we absolutely have to score more points.
Kevin, they said winning cures all. Do you think your team gained any confidence out of this win?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think anytime you win is a big boost to what you're doing. Doesn't mean you don't make adjustments, fix some things that you aren't doing great, and that's what you try and do with a win is not ignore some of those things. So we'll do that, but we also know what's in front of us. We got a 2-game series versus Baltimore with a bye in the middle of that, so we have to be at our best moving forward.
Kevin, did you tell guys they were going to come out of the game if they jumped off sides? Because Malik in the first quarter just ran right to the side.
We've done that the last couple of years.
What did you see on the 2 interceptions by Baker?
I'd have to look at them to give you a real good insight, but I don't know. I think the ball just missed. Again, the conditions weren't great. Baker's done a really good job of taking care of the football in terms of interceptions, and he knows that we don't want to give them anything. So I'm sure he's frustrated with those, but he's done a nice job this season.
How much did you think the conditions affected both quarterbacks throwing and how you called the game?
Yeah, I mean, it was sloppy. It was wet. It was not pristine for the pass game.
Kevin, do you feel you got away from the pass game, or I should say the run game, a little bit early on in the game, especially with the conditions the way they were, with the quarterback struggling?
Yeah, we felt like there were some opportunities there in the pass game to get some big plays. We didn't come away with as many big plays as we would have liked, but we just got to continue to find ways to move the ball down the field.
Kevin, did you see Baker's accuracy affected by his injuries today? Or do you think it was just the conditions or just being off or something else?
Yeah, I think you could ask Baker, but I mean, as he's talked about and we've talked about, he's fighting through those things. What wasn't the greatest conditions to throw the ball.
And then at one point in the fourth quarter, Keenum was warming up on the sideline. Was that?
I didn't even know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were waiting for clearance medically or something like that.
No, I wasn't aware.
Kevin, when did you guys know that Donovan wasn't going to be able to go, and how did that affect your pass game?
Yeah, I think as the week went on and got to Friday, it was looking less likely just based on how he was feeling. But we wanted to give him a chance to see how he responded the next couple days, but ultimately wasn't ready to go. And then we, brought Cager up. Jamarcus Bradley played a bigger role, and that's the guys we had.
Speaking of receiving part, Kevin, you talked about getting Jarvis more involved. He had the 8 targets, only the 4 receptions, but was that an effort today to get him the ball more?
Yeah, every game we're trying to get him involved, running it, throwing it, catching it, all of the above.
The Jarvis play, you said, I kind of joked about that, but what did he do to make that, although it looked like the Red Sea part.
Yeah, that was, it was not designed to do that. I wish we did design it to do that so we could take credit for it, but that's just a great player making a great play.
Was it supposed to go to Baker on that?
I can't tell you. I mean, that's trade secrets.
Is Jay okay?
We'll see. He had an ankle injury. We'll have more information tomorrow.
Same one?
Yes.
Kevin, not to overlook the Ravens for the Ravens, but how big is this 2-game swing against Baltimore coming up for what you guys want to accomplish this season?
Yeah, I mean, they're a great team. Are they atop the division? Yep. So you got 2 games against the team atop the division. Obviously, you got to worry about the first game first. Got the bye in between, but it's going to be a great challenge. Great players, great coaches. We have to be at our best.